I could get so many ladies right now. I know I could. It's not me. It's this bike. They can't resist. But if they did resist, I wouldn't push it, okay? Consent is very important, guys. Never forget that. What's up, guys? We're in Scott, Louisiana at Walker First Turn. It's a motorcycle dealer local to us. My buddy is buying his first bike today.
This is the 2022 Suzuki DRZ400S.
All right, guys, we're gonna start here. Like I said, it's the DRZ400. I think he said S. It's the 2022 model. It is, woo, very high. Reminds me of literally riding a horse. Woo! All right, cool deal. Quite smooth for what is essentially a huge thumper. We're gonna follow, this is Cody's bike. He says he used to ride dirt bikes, and this is his, oh shit. This is him venturing back into riding. This is really fun. The only thing is the controls are a little wacky, different than I'm used to. So it feels funny. Very smooth, man. I haven't ridden a single cylinder since my CR80 when I was like 8. So I don't see a gear indicator, but it does have a neutral indicator. The brakes are a little softer than I'm used to, but generally the more power you have, the more brakes you need. And so these brakes are probably more than adequate, but they are, you know, fresh off the showroom. He's got 1 mile on the thing. So, you know, they probably haven't been broken in. And so we're doing all that today. I'm really excited for him. One of the first people I showed my YouTube channel to, him and his wife, and 2 months later, dude's got his own bike. He sent me the video. I was like, what, a DRZ? They've been making these bikes for 20 years, okay? You don't make the same thing. You don't continue selling it to consumers if it's not great. And these bikes are really great, really incredible for the value. Just the versatility is unmatched. I'm trying to rev match and also remember which way to shift. It's been so long. So down is down. I'm gonna stall it. Come on, boy. Learn to drive. You got a YouTube channel about motorcycles? Idiot. This guy definitely doesn't know how to ride. Ooh. I really like this. I'm gonna be honest, okay? I really like this. I didn't expect to like it this much. It's so comfortable. Okay, so the seating position when you initially get on it is quite high. You know, it's taller. I'm 5'10". I think shorter people may have to use their foot on one side. You know, you're not gonna necessarily flat foot this, but the riding triangle is very comfortable. It's upright, and even though the seat is as skinny as it is, like when you look at it, it looks like a skinny seat, but it's very comfortable. I honestly believe I could do 400 miles in a day on this thing. It's so much more comfortable. See, my seat is like contoured to, hold on. My seat on my bike is like contoured to your butt, and it's very wide. It gives you the illusion of comfort. And again, when you look at this, it's skinny and it's high, but this is actual comfort, no illusions here. This is really cool. One thing he was talking about, Cody kept mentioning, is there's so much knowledge, there's such a knowledge base with these bikes because they've been around for so long. So, you know, if you want to jet the carburetors, you can find the exact jet you want. You can find 10 other people that have done it, bought those exact same ones, find videos telling you how to do it. You know, everything under the sun exists for these, and that's super incredibly nice, and just gives you a lot of peace of mind knowing that whatever you decide to do, you can do the proper research and it's going to come out perfect. That's huge. That's something See, I want to stand up because that bump would have killed my nutsack on my bike, but on his, it just, you don't even feel it. It's literally effortless. This is a damn Cadillac. The suspension has a lot of travel, and so yeah, it's a little higher up when you first sit on it, but that suspension travel is used. So when you hit a jump, when you hit a bump, all these uneven surfaces, man, this is incredible. It's so smooth. It's almost like the bike disappears, man. It's just you and the road. This is really, really nice. Not a lot of loud exhaust, but that's okay. We're adults. We don't need loud exhaust. Woo-hoo-hoo. I honked the horn, so he's probably like, oh shit, is something wrong? No, nothing's wrong. We're all good, dude. I'm just an idiot. Fat fingering controls. What up, Mr. Cow? That's my boy. His name is Cow, and his other friend is Lil Cow. They're sad because I didn't get a Kawasaki. Cody's a rider after my own heart. He's already got modifications planned. He's already doing research on like the jets he wants to do. I don't think you tune them with the ECU, right? With a carbureted bike. I don't know if I mentioned that. This is carbureted. One of the last carbureted bikes that you can buy at dealerships. And somebody's going to correct me. There's a 2-stroke blah, blah, blah still for sale. Okay, bro. Okay. I'm not in the market. I didn't know that. But it's just incredible. Like I said, it's super impressive that they're still being made, that they're still sold, and that just tells you something right there. The heritage, the reliability, the knowledge base. When it's a bad bike, people get off of it. When it's a bad bike, people don't keep buying it. When it's a bad bike, people don't buy it to begin with, and people are still doing all of those things. That lets you know Suzuki really has something here. I think he's going to enjoy it. And one thing I'm most jealous about is the ability to go off-road. Like I said, you might want to put some knobby tires if you want to go off-road more, but even with the tires that come stock, you can still go in fields, you can still go on trails and have fun. It's just for that extra grip, that extra smooth and peace of mind, I think you would want some more knobby tires to perfectly excel in the dirt. But these are fine. It's going to perform really well, I'm sure. I'm having to change my whole mindset because I'm used to GP shift, and when I rode my bike home the first time, I made a lot of wrong shifts, and since this is not my bike, I'm trying to do things as perfect as possible because I want his baby to, treat him right. Yeah, so it's a little high. God dang it. It's a little high, but you can get there with just 1 foot on the ground. It's not a problem. I don't know why I put the blinker on. For some reason, I assumed we were turning. And yeah, I am stalling it out a little bit, but all the shifts have been good, so that's something. But yeah, man, this is a blast. I can only imagine like doing jumps and stuff. Even just, 6 miles on the thing, I honestly feel like I get it. It just the whole feel, the dirt bike feel. I don't know what it looks like. A lot of people buy things for the looks of the bike, but when you're on the bike, you can't see the bike. The looks are irrelevant. It's really how you feel. And I mean, if I close my eyes, if I was in a dark room, I reach out, these handlebars are in a perfect position. I think maybe you'd want like a bumper right here because your head will come and stick that thing. But no, it's just cool to have like a digital gauge, even, the basic lights. I don't see a gas gauge. I wonder how they handle that. I'm sure there's like a gas light. And considering he just got this off the showroom floor, there's probably, half a gallon of gas. So we might see that light here soon. Hopefully we have enough to get home. These are all new roads to me. Otherwise, if I knew the roads and if I knew the way home, maybe I would try to play around on it. But, it's his baby. I want him to romp on it. I was telling him, if somebody else messes up your bike, it hurts so much more than when you do it. So I'm trying to baby it. Treat it like the princess it is to make sure it's in pristine condition for him to ruin it. Knock on wood, hopefully none of that happens and he never ruins it. But man, it makes me jealous because growing up, I was always into motocross. I was always into trail riding, and none of the bikes I've bought since then have been able to do that. And so it just never scratches that itch. And anytime, with my R1, you know, I had a lot of close calls, a lot of dangerous situations, and I'd always think, man, I am so sick of riding on streets. I wish I could just ride in dirt. And with this, you can. With this, you never have to ride on the streets. That's incredible. Or maybe, you know, it's totally street legal, so, you know, you take it on the streets to the place you want to ride, and then you ride it back home on the streets. Just, again, the versatility is incredible. There's a lot of space on the back. There's, you know, passenger foot pegs, but there's also that big seat is not being used if you don't have a passenger, and I'm sure you can get lots of bags and fit a lot of stuff. So lots of place to add things and hold things and store things, and I don't know, I like it. I'm excited for him. But what I need, this is two friends since I started my YouTube channel that have bought motorcycles. So I need, you know, Kawasaki, Suzuki, Yamaha. I need one of you guys to reach out to me because I am already selling your bikes, okay, for free, and I'll still do it for free. I want access to bikes to be able to do first rides. I don't know a lot of the specs. Admittedly, this was like a spur of the moment thing. He was already at the dealership, had already bought it, so we came pick it up for him. So I wasn't able to do a lot of research. Ideally, I would like to do research and know the complete specs of the bike and be able to explain everything and, you know, show users as I teach them. But yeah, what I need is access to bikes, and I don't have that. So if anybody knows a dealership local to South Louisiana, I'm actually hoping to probably going to make this video and forward it to the dealership he bought it from. So you know, maybe they do, if they let people test ride bikes, maybe they'd let me test ride the bikes and do these kinds of reviews. I think that would be a lot of fun. You'll never find the perfect bike or the perfect car without riding a lot of bikes, a lot of cars. So I mean, maybe it's possible I already have the perfect bike, but maybe the perfect bike is sitting in that showroom waiting for me, and you know, doing reviews and seeing more of what the industry has could maybe at very least educate me, and at best show me what I would like even more, you know. So that's a future prospect for the channel. We'll see how this video does. But man, it's just so effortless. It just works so well. I don't know. I've never even been on a Suzuki. See, look at these bumps. The car's jumping around. I'm expecting it to be so painful, and it's just effortless, super comfortable. My God. Coming from my R1 to my XSR, you know, the suspension is a little more mild, so I categorize that as comfortable, but this is just a whole nother level to that. This is like Harley comfort. I mean, all I'm missing is some like forward foot pegs, and man, I'd be in fucking heaven out here. It's so this is a 5-speed transmission. I keep wanting to like shift into 6th, but from what I hear, these things can do over 80 miles an hour, which is just crazy. When I see a bike like this, I think of like the Ninja 250s, the Ninja 300s, you know, bikes that are struggling and high in the rev range, in highway speeds, interstate speeds, and this isn't that. It's everything you want. Honest to God, this might be the best motorcycle. I don't know. When it comes to value, can do so much. Right out the box works, so much versatility when it comes to tuning and mods. I mean, I don't know. I'm team blue, but team yellow looking pretty good. I don't know. And I like the tires. Like, I feel like I don't want to lean over on them, but that's just in my mind, because whenever I do, it's so beautiful. You don't expect it. These, you know, what is essentially, you know, to me, this is like a dirt bike, but with the Supermoto, you know, street-oriented tires, you know, being round and everything, it's crazy. It's like so many feelings at once, and they're all good feelings. So he bought the bike, but he doesn't have his license yet, right? In our state, we need a motorcycle endorsement on our regular driver's license, and he doesn't have that, and that's really good. That right there tells me Cody's going to be a great rider, because he could break the law for a little bit, just 20 miles to his house, but he doesn't want to. That right there, when nobody's looking, how you act when nobody's looking is who you are. And so I know he's gonna be real safe. He's gonna be really smart about it. He's gonna do the right things. He's going to be a good rider. This isn't a guy I got to worry about. Some of you motherfuckers, some of the people I know that ride, I got to worry about you guys, but not this guy. I'm excited about that. Just looking around at all these little fields, bro. I could go in there. Well, this bike could go in there. Man, limitless potential, dude. How could you ever get bored of this? That's what I'm saying. Like, this might be the best bike. Like, it's not the best at any one thing, but you can do every fucking thing. Why is he screaming in front of my yard to himself in his helmet? They ask as the guy with the clear mental illness rides by. I don't know, dude. It's just, this gets me hype. I did not expect to have this much fun. What the hell? I think something's wrong with me. Maybe something's wrong with every motorcyclist. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's not just me, and that makes it okay. Beautiful cow land. Hello, prisoners. Hello, cows. These are my friends. A little thumper, dude. The clutch engages like really soon. I don't know if there's anything you can change about that. Probably change the, probably mess with the cable a little bit. But everything feels really good, man. I think I would tighten up that brake cable a little bit, but newly built road. Was it my last video? I don't know what order I'm gonna. I don't know what order I'm gonna release this video in, but in my last video, I was on a road just like this, scared as hell on my bike. But this thing just eats, bro. It just eats. She loves it. I feel so confident. God, where's the ladies? I could get so many ladies right now. I know I could. It's not me. It's this bike. They can't resist. But if they did resist, I wouldn't push it, okay? Consent is very important, guys. Never forget that. All right, so the camera overheated, as usual. But what I wanted to mention is we got in some highway miles, and it just takes it like a champ, man. It loves the speed. The revs are low. I'm sure it's good on gas mileage. As good of gas mileage as you can expect out of a carbureted bike. But, I mean, I think it felt really good. It didn't feel like it was pushing or anything. And I did try to do some... I acted like I was passing, you know, we're already going 55, and I put on some speed, and it's totally possible. Completely good enough. Hey, brother. It's by no means a speed demon, but I don't feel at any point that, you know, I can't get out of its own way, or it just isn't enough power. It feels really good. Really better than I expected, honestly. Like I said, I didn't do a whole lot of research. I've never ridden anything like this before. Let's see if we can put it in neutral. Never ridden anything like this before. Don't necessarily know what to expect. But, okay, and so let's see. I don't know if you guys can see. These are my feet. You know, you can tippy-toe both of them. Ideally, you probably don't want to. Ideally, you'd probably have your left foot on the ground, right foot on the brake, in gear. I think that's the proper way to do this. But, you know, just to show you guys. And up, or is it down? Fuck. It's down, okay. I'm learning as I go still. Very fun. I'm enjoying like using the clutch because I get so lazy on my bike with the quick shifter, you know. I use the clutch to take off and then never again, and I don't have to rev match when I downshift because it does it for me, which is nice and cool, and I like that. But it's such a like fun change of pace to feel like you're part of the machine, to be doing all of that stuff yourself. It's engaging. That's why we do this. We ride these things because they're so engaging, they're so fun, and yeah, I mean, I get why some people are like, I don't want a quick shifter. It's just taking engagement away. It's taking power away from me and giving it to the electronics. I get it. I do get it, dude. I understand. You guys have a point. Oh, and we're home. That was a lot of fun. He's gonna love this bike to pieces, and I do as well. Hey, go.
All right, I didn't know we were as close to his house as we were. So in summation, in closing, I think it's a great purchase. I think it's actually an amazing bike. Dude, he's crazy. Something he's going to enjoy for years to come, and a really smart purchase on his part. I didn't help him at all, and he just like picked what is essentially a perfect bike. So anyway, guys, that's the video. Really appreciate you guys. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Later, y'all.